Letters from Minty, an imaginative look into the life and thoughts of a young Harriet Tubman. This story was written and illustrated by 4th and 5th grade students of Gateway Christian Academy in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Letters from Minty is the story of young Araminta Minty Ross. You may know her as Harriet Tubman, the famous abolitionist and leader of the Underground Railroad. She took her mother's name, Harriet, later in life when she married a man named John Tubman. She took his last name, Tubman. This book gives an imaginative look into the life of a young Minty from ages 7 to 15 during the time of her enslavement. We dedicate this book to the faculty and staff of Gateway Christian Academy who helped us dream big and gave wings to our dreams. Dear friend, my name is Araminta, but my folks call me Minty. I was born on a slave plantation in the state of Maryland. I am a slave, which means I am owned by my master, Edward Brodus. He owns all the slaves on this plantation. Slaves are not allowed to learn to read and write, but I did. I hear footsteps coming. I have to go. Minty. February 1827. Dear friend, did I tell you I am 7 years old? How old are you? It is dark and damp in the cabin where we sleep, but I always try to get close to old Rit and my brothers to keep warm. We giggle and play footsies until we fall asleep. I stay awake most times and dream of North. They say if you live there, you will be free, free like a bird in a tree. Minty. March 1827. Dear friend, Master Osborne, the overseer, is feeling ill. He had to leave us alone in the cornfields. Old Rit told me to go get a drink of water and rest a few minutes before the overseer returns. I think I will just lie here in the moist grass, watching the butterflies and bumblebees. It is so peaceful and the air is so cool. Shh, I hear the overseer's gritty voice. I have to go. Minty. April 1827. Dear friend, it is planting time here on the plantation. We never get a chance to rest. Many of the slaves were whipped for not working hard enough. The sun is making my skin burn. Some older slaves are humming songs to forget their pain. Can you hear them? The sunflowers are competing with each other to see who will be the tallest. The master is coming. I have to focus. Minty. July 1827. Dear friend, it has been 3 months since I got a chance to write to you. I was sold to Miss Susan to take care of her whining baby. I have to make sure she does not cry or I will get a whipping with Miss Susan's rawhide. She makes me dust and sweep the floors too. I can sweep, but I don't know how to dust with the rooster's feathers. The baby is crying. I have to go. Minty. August 1827. Dear friend, this baby is getting too heavy for me. She is also very fussy lately. I got whipped twice today because an ant bit her. She rubs her gums a lot too. Old May says her teeth be comin' out soon. I try to sing to her, but she doesn't like my songs. Hush, baby, hush. Please don't cry. Miss Susan is sure to come get me now. Hush, baby, please. I have to go. Minty. September 1827. Dear friend, today I ran away from Miss Susan. She whipped me with the rawhide so badly that I just couldn't take it anymore. It was my fault this time, though. I took one of the tempting sugar lumps from her crystal bowl. I never had anything so good. Now I have to deal with this pain in my body and the hunger I am feeling. I have to find something to eat soon. I think I'm going to faint. Minty. September 1827. Dear friend, do you hear those grunting noises? Well, they belong to the little pigs that I have to fight with for potato peelings every day. I have been living with an old sow and 10 piglets for the past 6 days since leaving Mrs. Susan's. It has been miserable and depressing. I think I am going to return to Miss Susan. At least I will have hot milk and a few pieces of stale bread to eat. Minty. Dear friend, July 1831. I am back on the home plantation with Master Brodus. Miss Susan brought me back because she said that I was not worth the 8 pennies she bought me for. I am glad to be back with my folks and in the open air. It is summertime now, and the sun is angry, and so is Overseer Osborne. He makes me plow the cornfields and load heavy wood into wagons. They say that even though I am only 11 years old, I work as hard as any man. Minty. December 1834. Dear friend, I am 15 years old today. Old Rit made me a scarf from the scraps of her Mrs. tablecloth. December can be really cold in these parts. We try to keep the children warm with the burlap and flour bags. They tend to get sick first. It is dark outside and I can hear whispers. They are speaking about following the North Star. It is the brightest and shiniest star in the night sky. I want to follow where it leads. Minty. Meet the authors. Front row, left to right. Caden Johnson, Kayla Wint, Michaela Henry. Standing left to right, Anala Helenice, Hannah Cotterell, Dejay Palmer, Kayla Jacobs, Melissa Holness. Left, Principal Gracelyn Carson. Right, Project Coordinator and 5th grade teacher Judith Jones. The end.